It's unbelievable, but we didn't make this argument for Russell Westbrook when he was doing this.
Hmm.
When Russell Westbrook was averaging a triple double for 2 or 3 seasons, I believe it was two when it going into a third, even had a 60, 20, and 20 game. We didn't make this argument for Russell Westbrook as a top 10 player of all time. So he's in an unbelievable run right now. But let's see what the totality of his career turns into. He's a one-time champion, two-time MVP, had a great opportunity to get another one. But let's see what happens after this. Like again,
Three
Russell
time,
Westbrook is at the yeah, Russell
Three-time
Westbrook
MVP.
three
three
time
times.
baby.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, my
About to be
bad.
four if it
Yeah,
was
we about to
fair.
go into four. Yeah, my bad. But again, we didn't make this argument for Russell Westbrook when he was in a run like this. Now Jokic is different. Don't get me wrong. I understand that this is a completely different scenario, but we got to relax when guys are still in the primes of their careers. Let's see what else happened. Now, knock on wood, if he go out there and put out 5 or 6 duds in a row of seasons, we're not going to say this anymore. So you got to allow guys to be who they are and allow the totality of their careers to pan out and see what happens.
All right, so a lot of you guys might take this as some disrespect coming from Lou Williams, but I actually think Lou Williams has a point here, right? Because Jokic is really overrated. Some of you guys think he should have 5 MVPs right now, only because he's been making triple doubles in the same way that Oscar Robinson did, in the same way that LeBron did, the same way that Russell Westbrook did. But at the end of the day, he only has one championship. And then we have all you stands saying that he doesn't have any help. But then when we look and when these guys play, I mean, first of all, Jamal Murray averages 20 points a game, right? And he's a borderline all-star. All right, he doesn't need to average 25, but still, that's help. And Michael Porter Jr., you saw how big they came up this past week. All right, but yet Jokic, all right, has way more MVPs than he has championships, and he ain't getting one this year. You know, all right, they're not winning another game, probably even this series. So with that being said, Lou Williams, he has a point. All right, these stats and empty stats should really not push Jokic into this all-time great stratosphere. All right, and another part that he didn't mention, but I mentioned, is that who is Jokic really playing day in, day out? Like, look at this season, for instance. Look how many big men were injured. Right, Embiid was out. Anthony Davis was out. Sabonis was out. Who's even another big man that is like relevant? There's like no big men anymore. So to make him an all-time, to make him like, comparable to Hakeem or Patrick Ewing, when he doesn't really have any competition, I think is a disservice and a disrespect to those past legends. Okay, so that's why I don't put him up as a top 10 player of all time. He can get 7 MVPs in this era, and I wouldn't put him there just because he's not competing against a Tim Duncan or a David Robinson. I mean, big men right now, they can hardly stay healthy, and there are none. There's no good big men, who are healthy for Jokic to go up against, every night, back to back. Doesn't happen. So I agree with Lou Williams here, and it might be a very strange take, but I believe it to be the right one. So that's about it. So until next time.